Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important topic related to ngModel directive, where we will see how we can create an example where we use the text area as well as checkbox for receiving the user input, and on the basis of that value, we want to synchronize the variable that we are defining in our component.ts file. So in short, we are going to see how we can utilize ngModel directive with text area and checkbox. But before we proceed further, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to use ngModel directive along with text area and input field type checkbox. Alright, so I think now we are good to start with the session. So firstly, what we will do, we will simply go to app.component.ts file. In this ts file, here we have to declare one module, import one module, and the module name is we need to use FormsModule, okay, because this comes with a FormsModule. Once FormsModule is added here, it will automatically add this line, which is basically importing this module from Angular and Forms, Angular/Forms. Now this is a mandatory thing. Why? Because without this you are not able to use the ngModel directive. So if you want to use ngModel directive, then in that case you have to import this module. Similarly for ng4, like we discussed in last sessions, right, that ng4 directive comes with common modules. Likewise, if you want to use the ngModel directive, then you have to use it with a forms module. Okay, so first prerequisite is done, like we have created this thing. Now the second thing is, here we will declare two variables that we will be using for our task. So first variable would be description. Okay, if you want to give the type as well, you can write something like this, and here we will assign it a blank. Perfect. So this is the first variable. Second variable we will be using as a checkbox. So for that I will create it as is active, and then you can simply assign the value, let's say true, and it is up to you. Like if you want to give the type also, that is also fine. You can write like this, boolean. Perfect. Okay, so usually, like you might have seen that people are directly using this thing, because it automatically decide which type of value we are storing it. But here, like, we are specifically providing the information of the type as well, like this is a string, this is a boolean. Okay, all right. Now the next thing is, once variable is declared, module is imported, now we are good to use this ngModel directive. So for that, what we will do, we will simply go to app.component.html file. Here one heading is already coming, which is Angular directives demo by Sharmit. So simply add another heading here just to show you the title of this session. So here I will write h2, and here we will write binding input values values from text area and checkbox. Okay, let's go one by one. So firstly, we will discuss about the text area, binding input values from text area using ngModel directive. Perfect. So this is the heading. Now what we will do, we will here we will create one input field, text area, not input field, the text area. Okay, in this text area we will put like we will bind it with the let me show you, printing. Here we will write label. Okay, in label we will write description value entered by user, and after this we will use here curly braces to show the description. Okay, so currently now you will see that if I run the application right now, ngserve -open and enter, it will wait for few seconds, and then it will check for errors. If there is no error, it will simply run the browser and show you the output. So in our case there is no error, so it should show the output, and you can see it is open. Perfect. So here you can see we have one text area. Maybe we can add break tag here so that you can see it clearly. So 2-time break tag we can add for proper distance. Okay, so here you can see if I write something here, it will not automatically writing this thing here. Why? Because this is not synchronized right now. Okay, just to synchronize this thing we use the ngModel directive. We discussed this in last session also, right, where we just used it with a normal variable, but here we want to use it with a text area, and the requirement is that whatever user is writing in this text area, we will show it here in this section. Okay, now to achieve this thing, what we will do, we will simply go to this text area, and here we will write banana in a box syntax, which is nothing but a square brackets and then the parenthesis. Inside this we will write ngModel, and remember one thing, this is case sensitive, so if you are writing something with a small letter, it should be in a small. If you are writing something with a capital letter, it should be capital, otherwise it won't work. For example, here you can see ngModel where M is capital, so it is required. Okay, you have to use it in this way only. Perfect. Now here after equal and double quotes, inside this you can put the variable name with which you want to make the synchronization. So here I will write description. Perfect, that's it. So now whatever you will write here, in fact a single letter, automatically it will be displayed here. Why? Because we are updating the UI. We have synchronized the UI fields and the TS file, component.ts file. So for example, if I write here A, you can see MIT space Sharmit tutorial by text Sharmit. So whatever text you want to show, it is automatically displayed here. Why? Because whatever we are writing inside this input field is synchronized with this app.component.ts file variable, that is description. And same goes here in a vice versa. Let's say if here I write test and save it, so you will see in the text area also it is coming as a test. Why? Because it is also synchronized in, we are doing a two-way data binding. Okay, ngModel is used for two-way data binding. So if you are writing something in a text area, it will be automatically synchronized with the field variable. If you are writing something in a field variable, it will automatically synchronize with the input value. So this is that's why we call it as a two-way data binding. Okay, perfect. Now the second thing here I want to show you which is related to checkbox. So let's say if you want to implement the similar kind of thing with checkbox, so what you can do, you can write here input field. In this we will write type. In type we will write checkbox, and then you can bind this checkbox with ngModel with the same syntax. Okay, so here I will write ngModel, and inside this ngModel we will write is active, because this is the variable on the basis of which we are going to check whether it is active or not. Then we will write here label. In this label we will write checkbox values entered, not entered, selected by user, and then we can show the is active value. Perfect. Okay, maybe we can put heading also so that it is properly displayed on the browser. Binding in selected values, of checkbox using ngModel directive. Okay, now you can save it and refresh it. So perfect. Now here you can see by default we have set the value as true, so that's why it is already checked. And you can see maybe we can use double BR here also. So double BR is for break line. Okay, now you can see it is already checked. Why? Because by default the value we have set in this TS file as true. If you set it as false, it will come as not selected. You can see. And now if I change, let's say if I click on this button this checkbox, it will make it true. If I remove it, it will make it false. True, false, true, false. So likewise, you can use ngModel directive with checkbox and checkbox or this text area as per your project requirement. So I hope this session is clear to all of you. If you have any questions or queries, you can simply put it in the comment section. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.